think one of the big issues in the remittance space right now definitely seems to be with respect to online. I think a lot of online platforms are sort of coming into the space and essentially creating innovative ways to meet the same need that a lot of these MTOs have been providing for decades. And I think a lot of MTOs are kind of struggling with essentially how to partner with these disruptive technologies. And I think take REGALII, for example. I mean, we started the company about 3 years ago, and we've essentially created a very innovative way to support your family and loved ones across borders through the means of being able to pay for their bare necessities. And these include utility bills, etc. And I think the approach that we've taken to it, and the approach that I've seen a lot of our strategic partnerships take, is essentially embrace that technology. And I think when you embrace disruptive innovation in that manner, both parties stand to win. And that's kind of the approach that we've been taking. I'd like to see more of that in the industry, as opposed to kind of having a Chinese wall or a divider between the two. I come from a finance background. I used to work on Wall Street. So we used to have literally a quote about a Chinese wall between the buy and the sell side, meaning that they could never share information. I kind of feel like that almost exists now, and sort of a lot of these offline MTOs see, I think, online technologies as a competitor as opposed to a strategic partner. So I think that's one problem that's taking place in the industry. But I think really the way to address that is to identify ways that that partnership can essentially come into fruition, because I think in doing so, both parties stand to benefit a great deal from that. I mean, we're I think years, I wouldn't say decades, but I think we're years from a point where people will only go directly online to support their family and loved ones. I think there's still a huge need for a lot of these MTOs. The majority of immigrants who send money are typically not online. So I think you can leverage technology in a beneficial way for a lot of these companies. So I think that's one problem that needs to be addressed. And I think conferences such as IMTC are a great way to sort of bridge the two. Yeah, so I think for me and for my company, REGALII, I think what we're hoping to achieve from this event is essentially what I just mentioned. I think we're one of those innovators in the industry. And I think what we're looking to do is essentially partner and be that bridge with a lot of these organizations that have been in existence for decades now. And all we're really trying to do is create a more efficient way to support loved ones back home. And I think that's the reason why everyone got into this business in the first place, whether you're a first generation or second generation immigrant. The reason why you're probably in this space is first and foremost because you can connect with the need of your customer base, and second, because you have a desire and a passion for creating financial solutions to these problems. So our goal at this event is simply that, is to develop and foster these relationships with a lot of these money transmitters. I would strongly recommend attending the IMTC conference to anyone that's in the remittance space. I mean, I've only been here for a few days now, but I've definitely learned a lot. I've definitely seen a lot of people. I mean, there's still a few days ahead, but I definitely see this as a potential to, again, develop and foster, business relationships that will definitely be of value in the long run. So I would encourage anyone who's in the remittance space or in the financial development space to attend this conference, absolutely.